Okay, thank you all for coming. Thank you for your patience. I would like to apologize once again for keeping you here overnight, but it was our only option given the current situation. What happened yesterday should not have happened. Not here. Not now. What occurred yesterday was a huge misunderstanding regarding misinformation and information mismanagement. What happened yesterday was something that none of us here at this facility could have predicted or prevented. Thankfully, the current situation has reached a point of slight stability. We are still recovering from the incident that occurred yesterday, but overall everything seems to be under control. All that aside, I believe now we can give you the order of events in chronological order. On the evening of February 19th, a team of 4 researchers, George Williams, Cooper Howard, Sophia McAllister, and Mark Wilson, armed with a Remington 870 shotgun, were sent into the complex to investigate a recently discovered area of the complex that was inhabited by a unknown hostile life form. Now, I will go into discussion about this life form after this speech. Now, a few seconds after recording, there's a very faint audio glitching, which is normal most of the time, but this time it's more severe than normal. After traversing through this unknown area, Mark asks his team members a question. With no response, he turns around to discover that they are no longer with him. As he begins to panic, and during this state of panic, he discharges his firearm into the ground. After he makes his way back to room 17C, he discovers that his team members are still there, stuck in place. But from their point of view, Mark vanished with no physical trace. Now, we believe that this is the result of Mark seemingly being frozen in time. I know that this is beyond our understanding, and even I am perplexed from this, but this is the most reliable theory regarding this. After discovering this, Mark is very confused and disoriented from the entire ordeal. Mark would then make his way back to the threshold and into the facility to discover that he is the only one there. He then sits down inside the supervisor locker room. Now, a few seconds before the tape ends, Mark would say something regarding the time being stuck at 12:57 p.m. Eastern Time. This supports our theory of him being trapped in time. Now, 2 days later, one of our senior engineers discovered a camera that would be confirmed to be Mark's. We do not fully understand how the camera ended up there, but we believe that it instantaneously got transported into our timeline. Now, 3 days later from this, a male dressed in tactical hazard gear would be found inside the same supervisor locker room where the tape ended. The male was confirmed to be Mark. We believe that Mark was transported back into our timeline without us knowing. Now, he has seemingly been stuck in there for a week. After he was transported to our timeline, he was very disoriented and afraid. During this, he would run for the threshold, which was open at the time, back into the complex. He was startled because he saw 2 scientists running towards him, trying to apprehend him. Thankfully, Mark did not get far, and one of our supervisors would tackle him and apprehend him. After the situation was under control, and what happened during Mark's disappearance, most of you already know, but during Mark's disappearance, we had a funeral for him to provide closure for the family For obvious reasons, we cannot re-enter Mark into society without raising suspicion. Mark, however, did not agree with this and did not take it lightly. He would begin to yell and charge out of the room, running through the facility with a firearm. Once Mark got to the main entrance on the ground floor, one of our security staff would try to stop Mark. Mark discharged the weapon into security, leaving him in critical condition. From what we know, that security member is still alive and recovering. After this, Mark would escape the facility and run towards the hillside, still armed with a firearm. Now, there's no easy way to say this other than to just say it. I am very sorry to tell you all, but Mark was found deceased in a nearby river. From what information we had gathered, it seems that Mark was running and he tripped and fell and accidentally discharged the weapon into his middle section, killing him in the process. This situation could have unfolded so much worse and could have ended so badly for all of us. Thankfully it didn't. I know Mark would be so proud of all of us for what we could achieve, and Mark would never want any of us hurt in his name. This project is so much bigger than any person. It is a work of a unified effort, and must not lose passion for this project. And as done, for the sake of humanity, Mark no longer exists. There is nothing more to discuss.